Hello everybody and welcome back into Deconstruction Simulator episode 9. I'm pretty sure this is episode 9 now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a quick contract here, a quick order here. But while we're doing that, just want to tell you a little bit what I did offline. Again, offline I ran 2 contracts. They're just contracts they're just repeats of what we've already done. And I ran, I think, like 6 orders, just real quick, just to try to build up some money. You see, I could build up almost $5,000 already. And we're gonna run through. I think we run through like 4 contracts here, or 4. I keep mixing those up. 4 orders here, real quick. Again, just to build up a decent chunk of change before we go and start a contract. So if you're watch the channel on a regular basis here, you'll know that I didn't do an acres video this week. Unfortunately, I have to go down to 1 video a week because it just takes up 2 videos a week take up too much time, and it's not beneficial enough for me to do multiple videos a week. It takes too much time. It takes too much time away from my wife, away from my other duties I got to do around the house. So unfortunately, since Acres just doesn't get the traction that this game does, I gotta hold off. So maybe every so often I'll throw an Acres video out if I have the time. Maybe I'll throw an Acres video out. Just at the moment, unfortunately, I just simply don't have the time to do it. It takes up too much of my time. So if you watch the Acres videos and you're seeing this, I apologize that there's not going to be any Acres videos for a while. We're doing 1 video a week for now. It's just what I have to do. So we skip past that one. Just in the essence of time, I completed that order real quick. They needed a ceiling fan, and let's see. We'll take this one. This one's going to go pretty quick too. And we skip past that one. And then I believe at this point we go on to, after we complete this order, I believe we go on to taking a contract. I think. Yeah. So I am doing the voiceover. I'm recording the voiceover after I do the recording for the game. So we need 2 contracts to get that construction permit, to get our next tier permit done. Which will, I think we're going to very likely get that done today. Actually, I know how it turns out, but I want you to keep watching. So, we're going to, more than likely, we'll get that done today. This one's pretty simple. We just got to take or destroy a bunch of stuff in the living room, bedroom, and bathroom, and then it was destroy a couple of walls. Move those over, just to keep them lined up by order. Yes, this is the spot. Yeah, and then we got to destroy a couple of walls. So this one goes pretty quick. This one's a pretty simple contract. Alright, yeah, and at the moment here, I'm just trying to decide what I'm gonna take. See, I need to take and destroy the bed and the wardrobe here in the bedroom, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take both of these. I'm going out to grab. I have a tote in my back for my small items. I'm gonna go grab that. Then we're gonna take all the little small items out of this bedroom here. And we're gonna basically opening this house up into almost one large room. Oh man, goodness, excuse me. Nothing else left in here. And there was actually a knife set right there at the foot of the bed, which I didn't even notice until later on in the video. We'll drop this out here, and we're gonna take this wardrobe first. We're gonna be the first thing we do. And I move this into fast speed. And I really do want to get these tools upgraded just to get these done a little faster. In my opinion, I think you should upgrade especially your screwdrivers and your chisel first, because to me, in my opinion, that seems to be like the most commonly used thing, or the most commonly used tools are your screwdrivers and your chisels. You get those done quick. One thing I'd want to know, thing I'm curious about, is why don't they just have like a drill, and you could just run the drill and just to take the things apart.
Now that we've got that out of the way.
Instead of using screwdrivers. Oh, seems like a drill would be faster. And see, there's the knife set. I didn't even realize until right at this point here when I was taking this bed apart. I didn't even realize there was a knife. I could have took that as my small item and filled my tote up. But oh well. It is what it is. Alright, we're going to go throw this in the car. Vehicle. Ah, I remembered. I remembered that time. And I really hope that's not too terribly loud for you. If it is, I do apologize. Alright, let's see. We need to get these chairs. I'm going to take a couple of these chairs after I throw and break these things, because actually I was trying to see if I threw this stuff, if I would get penalized for it, which I'm not, but I can take these chairs, and then I can also, they need that table, I believe. And I spend a lot more time fiddling around trying to fit that stuff in the back of my vehicle instead of, like, just than anything. I really waste quite a bit of time fiddling around getting this stuff set up in the back of my car here. But you're gonna see that soon. And this one I'm gonna break because I don't feel the need like I need to take it, because I already have 2 more chairs back at the warehouse, I believe, and I'm just gonna bust this one in here. Thankfully I didn't hit that couch because the customer wants that sofa, so we'll go into fast forward mode and we will take this thing apart. And later in the video, as we move farther into the video, I do end up skipping past some of the furniture, taking apart some of the furniture, because in one of the contracts they end up needing, like, I think 2 or 3 of the same item, and I don't think you need to see 2 or 3 of the same item. It just doesn't make sense to me to have you watch the same thing over and over again. So I do end up skipping past some furniture later on in this video.
Another task completed.
Yeah, sure did. Alright, what else do we need from the living room? They need the RTV shelf and the sofa, and then I can take this TV, which I do end up taking, because I'm pretty sure there was a contract. At this point, I remember there being a contract. Somebody wanted a TV and some of the small totes. That's a little loud, I apologize. Alright, throw the hippo. The invisible hippo. Clean that little mess up, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this real quick. And I had a little bit of trouble with the, notice I had a little bit of trouble with the, with those little wedge points, that are little pry point wedges there. I had a little bit of trouble with those. That was a little bit difficult for me. And again, you're going to see me drop this in here, and then I'll pull everything out when I bring the next item out.
Got that out of the way.
When I bring the next item out, you'll see me pull stuff out and do it again, and then I'll pull stuff out and I'll do it again. See, I need to retrieve the dresser, which is this thing here. The customer wants that. And we'll go ahead and we'll take this real quick. I like this one. This one's pretty easy. And instead it'll be even faster once I upgrade my tools to the maximum, which I do believe well, I know we're going to upgrade tools today. I'm trying to create some mystery so you'll keep watching. And they only want
another task completed.
They really only want a couple of things out of the house. Well, the customer wants me to keep a couple of things out of the house. Water heater out of the bathroom and the sofa, which that's simple enough. I can take care of that real quickly. That'll fit right there.
That out of the way.
And then the sofa's going to fit right behind it, and then everything that the customer wants will be taken care of real quick. I don't know what I was deciding to do here. Oh, I'm going to take everything. I'm going to take the stuff out of the bathroom first. Take the shower here. Excuse me. I was yawning there for a second. See, I don't know why I was yawning so much, but... And see, here I go again, moving stuff around. Trying to get it to work, trying to get it to fit right. Alright, shower first, since it's the largest. And see, I even go in fast forward, and I still spend a ton of time doing it. See, I put the chairs in there, and then I remembered, oh crap, the tote. Alright, we'll take that out. And then I was going to leave it, but I do end up putting it in there. Alright, keep the toilet, and I'll move stuff around again to put the toilet in there. Whoa. Almost broke my toilet. That would have been bad. And nope, see, I can't get it to fit there. Let's try turning it and put it in. And I get a quick point right there where it did turn green for a second. But now I can't find it again, so we'll set it out of the way. We'll move these stupid chairs. And at this point, I'm even deciding if I even want to keep the chairs. And see, I still can't get it to fit on the side there.
Now that we've got that out of the way.
Put our item tote in. I can get it to fit. There we go. I overturned.
Another task completed.
Okay. Nope. Oh, come on. Fit for me. And then I move this around. See, I spent way too much time trying to get this to fit. That's my excessive need to get everything to look just right and be neat and organized.
Now that we've got that out of the way.
And the funny thing is in my real life, I'm nowhere near this organized. Not even in the slightest am I this organized. I'm going to take this out into the yard and I'm going to break it.
Nicely done.
Because, well, I don't need it. I don't want it. I have no need for it, so. Take or destroy the TV. That's the only thing I got left to take. And I think I end up getting this to fit. I don't remember if I end up getting this to fit in this run or not. I'm pretty sure I do. Nope, not going to fit on the side. See if I can get it to fit. I'll take, oh, I take the toad. I think I take the item toad out and then, oh, I try to fit it right there, right in the edge of the toilet first. And yeah, that doesn't turn out good for me.
Completed.
Nope, catch the TV so don't break. Thank you. Alright, set you there. Take the toad out. Throw the TV on that spot.
Now that we've got that out of the way.
And then we'll try to set the tote there, which is certainly not going to fit. Yeah, I ain't going to fit there either. Nope. Alright. Well, my truck's full for now, or my vehicle's full for now. Let's check our contract, make sure we got everything. Alright, just the sofa. We can fit the sofa in there. That's for the customer, of course. They want that. I really need to do a test to see, like, let's say
another task completed.
Let's say I smashed that sofa by accident. Let's say, I wonder if I can take a sofa from my warehouse and give it to the customer. I wonder if that'll work. Alright, I was taking that wall panel off. I wanted to see what was behind. Check to see if that was brick or just studs behind it. Since it's brick, when we go back to the warehouse, I'm gonna grab a couple of brick pallets.
What's that strange smell? Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna grab a couple of brick pallets to take some bricks, because we're actually getting kind of low. I think we only got 6 pallets of bricks. And we're just gonna sell these. And any doubles that I have, like I have 2 of the common fridges, I'm gonna take those. Yeah, those are common chairs. Throw that there. I actually had to, since my rares are actually full, I had to, since my rares were full, I had to, or my commons were full, I had to set it with the rare toads. And we just get paid by cash barters in here.
I'll have more for sale.
See, now we're up to $5,200 now. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our brick pallets so we can take those. I'm going to grab 3 of those brick pallets to take back. See, we only got 6 of those, and I would like to fill those up again. We had them full at one point, didn't we? Pretty sure we had those full at one point. Alright, now let's head back to the work site.
Spot.
This is when I take that tote now, obviously, because I don't want to leave it here. So, okay. I know I've said before, but in case you haven't heard it before, you take press 5 to get your hammer and chisel, and then you just go ahead and you just chip away at the mortar or whatever this would be on the wall, and it turns them to a bright red, and then you can collect them. If they're the darker, like grayish red like this, you can't collect them. That way I can see what I'm doing here, because I can't see. So while I finish chipping away at these bricks here, I want to give out a little PSA. Please stay off your phone while you're driving. Friday I'm away to work, excuse me, on Friday, I was coming to a 4-way stop. And there was 3 of us were coming up at the same time. 2 cars, one from ahead, one from my left. We pretty much all got there at the same time. Well, a car coming from my driver's side, I guess the other car that was stopping would have been on my right passenger side, but the car that was coming up to my driver's side, she didn't stop. She blew completely through the stop sign. And then the worst part about it was, like, I'm going through the intersection. They let me go, so I was getting ready to go through the intersection, and I'm partway through it, and she blows completely through the stop sign. I blow my horn, and then she, one hand still texting, looking straight ahead, her finger comes out facing towards me, flipping me off like I'm in the wrong for her blowing the stop sign. I am so glad that she didn't hit me, because if she'd have hit me, I'd have been hurt. I'd have definitely missed some time from work. My car would have been total, because it was a big truck. It was an F-150, and I was just driving my Escape. You know, the Escape's a halfway decent sized car, but it's not big by any means. And she would have likely caught me either in, like, that front metal post, like right where the driver door driver door hooks to, or she'd have caught me directly in the driver's door. And she was probably doing 50 miles an hour, because in that area, that's the speed limit, is 50 miles an hour. She'd have stayed off her phone, she'd have realized, oh crap, that's a stop sign, I'm supposed to stop.
Now that we've got that out of the way.
So, please stay off your phone while you're driving. You don't want anybody getting hurt. I definitely don't want anybody getting hurt. So please don't do that. What I do when I'm driving, if I want to listen to something or find something on my phone, I find it before I start moving. I hook my phone up, I find what I'm looking for before I move, or I find something to listen to, and I turn it on, I let it play. I'll download stuff to listen to.
Another task complete.
So that way it can just continually play through, so I don't miss anything. I don't have to stop to change songs or change podcasts or whatever the case may be. So please, 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 be a safe driver. You don't want to hurt somebody. You don't want to send somebody to the hospital because you had to answer a text message, or send yourself to the hospital, or God forbid, send people to the morgue, all because you need to answer a text message. So that's my PSA. Thanks for listening to my rant. Hopefully this sticks for people, especially, well, I would say younger people, but it extends to everybody. Thanks for listening to the rant.
Got that out of the way.
All right, let's get our mess cleaned up. I had to take a little bit of a break there for a second from recording. My throat was getting dry. Let's go ahead and we'll chisel these away, and we are going to go into fast forward for this, just because it's, I mean, you've seen it once, you don't need to see it again. So we'll go ahead and break these. We'll collect these bricks. We're going to fill this tote up here relatively quickly, and then pallet up here relatively quickly, and then we'll move on, and we're going to fill up this next one pretty quickly as well. We won't clear out this wall before we get this next pallet, fill it up. So, but I wanted to, you'll notice with the exosuit, you'll see here in a minute once I fill this tote up with bricks, you actually see how much quicker I move with these heavy pallets now that I have the exosuit. I really enjoy that. I think that's a good idea to try to go for one of that upgrade as quickly as you can, especially with this heavy stuff, just because you move so much faster. You move like twice as fast, and then you can actually sprint while when you're not under load, you can actually sprint. But you see how much faster you actually move with it. I'll turn this sideways. If you turn these sideways, I'm pretty sure you can fit 6 pallets of bricks in there. You can fit them 3 deep and 2 tall. So I'm pretty sure you can fit 3 in there if you do it right. You can fit 3 in there, I think. Maybe. I know I can get this to fit. There we go. Will that fit? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, now we're going to come in. We're going to do the fun part. We're going to break out the sledgehammer. We're going to start busting stuff up. Oh, good. That's actually not too terribly loud.
That felt good.
Let's see. Yeah, I really thought that was going to be too loud for everybody here. But that doesn't seem like it's too terribly bad. Hopefully, I think I end up getting penalized in here somewhere. Because I break something. I just don't remember what I get penalized for. I know I broke something. Ah, that's so much fun. Slow-mo. I wanted to slow it down just because I thought it looked cool there. So I wanted to slow that down so we could see it just slowly kind of collapse. Then I went into fast forward for the cleanup. Some of this repetitive stuff I like to do. I like to do in fast forward or just transition past it. Only because it's so repetitive, and I'm trying to avoid making these videos boring. Here's where I get penalized for something. I don't know what I didn't know at the time what I broke, but if you check your contract, you bring your contract tab up, hit tab button, bring your contract up, you can actually see what you got penalized for. And it was a spherical light I had in the kitchen, excuse me, the bathroom. It's a spherical light in the bathroom that I got penalized for. So you can see it laying. You can see the remnants of it there laying on the ground. So
Nicely done.
yeah. Whoops. Oh well, it's only 20 bucks, so it's not really that big of a deal. And we're gonna get this last bit broken and cleaned up, and then this contract will be done. And I made a decent amount of money, minus the $20 penalty, but we made a decent amount of money. And this is the first of 2 or 3. See, big spherical stealing light, 20 bucks for it. And you notice I have everything done. We're all cleaned up, so I'll be looking at $586. And we're gonna head back to the warehouse.
I love this place.
I load this stuff, and then we're gonna complete this contract, and we'll get some money. And I think this puts us over $7,000 for the end of this contract. And that, yeah, this puts. I think once we complete this contract, it'll put us over 7,000, or close to it. And it's almost the end of the day, so we're just gonna go ahead and end this. I believe we're gonna go ahead and end this day here.
And it's done.
Yes, it is. Alright. Yep, transition into the next day. See, we got $7,000 in our bank account. And we'll go ahead and we're going to run a couple more orders here like I usually do every morning. And then sometimes I'll run some in the afternoon when we get back from doing a job site. I run another one. But alright, they need a bed, 2 rare doors, and a rare corner cabinet. Let's get this, and then our corner cabinet. Bring your there we go. Hit number 4. Remember to hit number 4 to bring up your scanner. That thing is your best friend. You can make sure you get the right item and not waste time putting the wrong item in the back of the car. Let's see, $252. Let's take this one. Totally worth it. I need 3 rare chairs for this one. And that kind of bugs me because I'm going to have 1 rare chair left, or rare common chair left. I keep mixing those up. I don't know why I'm not smart enough to remember. I really am a dork, and I always mix that stuff up. And you can see how, kind of see there through the fast forward how I have my warehouse organized. Complete. Look, I'm still rated 5 after 80. After 80 reviews, I'm still rated 5 stars. That's pretty good, I think. In my opinion, that's pretty freaking good. To have 80 reviews and still ranked 5 stars. You don't see that too often. I'm good at my job. Gotta brag a little bit. All right, bedroom business. That's the one we're gonna take. And we do get 2 contracts done on. We do end up getting 2 contracts done.
A charming
2 more
place.
contracts done. I was trying to take contracts that we could easily get done in this episode because 1, I wanted to upgrade some tools, and I also wanted to get that fourth level permit. So this one's pretty simple. We just got to take a couple of things out of the bedroom there. The office chair, the bed. I don't take the desk.
Nicely done.
The only thing I think I take is just that chair. I believe it's the only thing I'm going to end up taking because I don't think I need the other stuff. So I don't see the point in taking it if I don't really need to take it. So, oh, you know what? I do end up taking this desk. Okay, all right. I am a dork. I keep telling you guys I'm a dork, and apparently I'm not realizing it. That's the unfortunate part to happen to record and then do the voiceover. The reason for that is I noticed if I'm voice recording while I'm recording the video itself, it's a bit much of a strain on my machine, and you could really hear the fan coming through as I do the voice recording. So that's why I record the video and then the audio, and then the voiceover.
Nicely done.
A little bit of a brain fart again there for a second. Alright, let's go back inside. We got 2 things I think we're going to keep. They want me to take or destroy that coffee table. That coffee table I am definitely going to end up keeping because it's a premium, and my premium's only about half full. So you see, I was going to take it. I was going to take it apart and take it, but I changed my mind at this point because I think I already have 2 more missed.
Got that out of the way.
I think I already have 2 of them back at the warehouse. I don't see the point in taking a 3rd one. It's kind of pointless to me. Throw you there. Pick up the rest of this mess. And there's not a whole lot to really break in this house. So, see, coffee table. Take or destroy coffee table. The only thing left is come in here into the closet and destroy the wardrobe.
Got that out of the way.
Now that I got that out of the way. I'm tired of... Man, you really gotta come up with some new words to say. Alright, let's go ahead and we're gonna set these on there, because... I mean, they're not mine. Like, you could break them and get away with it, but... I don't like doing that. I mean, that's seems kind of shady to me to break stuff on purpose. Even though you're not gonna get penalized for it, it still kind of seems shady to break stuff on purpose. Alright, we'll throw you in the back of the truck.
Another task completed.
Throw the chair in the back of the truck. If I can get it to fit. I hope so, because there's not much in there. Alright, then the only other thing, a bonus activity. We could end the contract now if we really wanted to. But a bonus activity would be to move the 2 couches there. The 2 pieces of sofa here. Move those into this bedroom. Because apparently the customer wants to sleep on the sofa as compared to a bed. Because
task completed.
That's better for her back, apparently. I don't know how, but okay. I mean, what the customer wants, the customer wants. And we're going to be a total jerk. Yeah, total jerk, and just throw it right there in front of the door, so you can't even close the door now. See, we even completed the bonus, so we're going to get paid some bonus money for moving it into there. And leaving it right in front of the door, blocking the door. Yeah, I guess we're not kind people sometimes, are we? Alright. Premium's full. Our rare's full. Our rare shelf is full. Throw our premium is nowhere near full. It's only about half full. Let's go finish this contract and see if we can squeeze out 1 more contract today.
Now all that's left to do is wait for the money.
Paid in the morning. And then let's go ahead and unlock our contract. Unlock our tier 4 contract. $3,000. I wonder what the next one is. I wonder how much the next one is. My guess is probably like $5,000 or $7,000 for the 5th tier contract. And you need to do like 35 of them. Unconjured. I don't know if I've ever done this one. You know what? I have done this one before, but I did this on my personal game and not on here, not for you guys. I haven't done it, but I have done this on my personal game. So here's my one of the two dressers that I need to take or destroy. But since they're premiums, I'm definitely taking them. The premiums are worth a lot, of course. So of course I'm going to take these. This is what I was talking about. This one I fast forward through, just so you guys can see it, and I slowed this one down a little bit so you can see it a little easier. Instead of running it at 5 times, I only run it at twice normal speed. The next one, it's the exact same dresser, so I just kind of transition past it because, again, like I said 1,000 times already in this video, I don't see the point in continuing showing you the same thing over and over and over again. It just doesn't make sense. It's a waste of your time and mine. So we skip past this. Well, fast forward through past this. We keep this one, and then the next one we transition past. And then I actually had a hard time finding this next one. I kind of knew where it was at. I mean, looking back on it, of course I know where it's at. But I was just looking around for it. I couldn't remember where it was. Because I said I have played this one before. I've done this contract before. And then I remembered here it was at the top of the steps. So these are the only two things that we take, other than like our trash. Because the customer wants pretty much everything that's in the bathroom. So that's the next thing we're going to focus on, is emptying the bathroom. We're taking the stuff that the customer wants out of the bathroom. And then destroying our walls. And these are brick walls, but we don't end up taking anything.
Nicely done.
We don't end up taking anything from it. Alright, now let's go ahead and grab the rest of the stuff out of the bathroom. I'm going to grab this easy stuff first, like the toilet and the washing machine. And then we'll do that wash basin
Another task completed.
next, or last, because that one takes the longest, so we'll just go ahead and do that one last and get that taken care of. If I can get down these stairs, let's go ahead and get this loaded in the back of the truck. And I should have just come in from the side for this one, because I do end up just sticking it right next to the toilet. So I should have just went into the side. It would have been easier than trying to squeeze my fat butt through that thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's take the shower next. It's a premium. That's a nice looking shower. It looks like are those speakers, or are those extra sprayers coming from the very top of the shower there? I'm not sure. I can't tell what those were. That looks like a nice friggin' shower. Like something I'd like to have in my house.
Now that we've got
Of course,
that
I
out of the way.
personally like to have bathtubs, but alright, now the wash basin's the only thing left. So we're gonna grab this out of here. And looking back on this, I probably could have just transitioned past this, because I mean, I have done this premium wash basin multiple times on this channel, but I figured I'd just go ahead and knock it out of the way real quick at 5x speed. Throw this in the back of this truck, and then we get to break out Mr.
Another task
Sledgehammer.
completed.
Mr. Sledgehammer's ready for some work. And we'll clean up and we'll get this contract done. This one will go pretty quick, because it's just these 6 wall panels, so this will come down pretty quick and easy.
Nicely done. Now that we've got that out of the way.
Alright, now let's go ahead and clean this mess up. And I'm surprised none of these items actually, like, broke. You know, those little collectible items like the piggies or the Easter Island head there. I'm surprised nothing like that broke. I'm surprised. And with this bag, that basically gets our whole entire mess cleaned up. The little bit that's up there is certainly not going to fill this bag up. I honestly probably could have just...
that out of the way.
Well, maybe I couldn't have. I thought maybe I could have left it and been alright and got my contract for clean them and mess up, but apparently I couldn't. But let's head back to the warehouse, get this contract done. We'll drop these two real quick in the premium shell. and then drop off and then throw out our other trash bag. Then we'll go ahead and finish this contract. We'll get a nice chunk of change lined up, and we're going to see what kind of upgrades we can now get done. Close you. We'll throw you into the recycling area. Excuse me. Complete this contract. $800. I think it was worth it. We made $800. Let's see. Is there any orders? Excuse me, that we can take? It doesn't appear that way. $36 for the small window. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna take that. It's not worth it. The window's worth more than that. But looks like we're gonna get paid $1,500 at the end of the day. Well, minus our fees, our warehouse and our gas fees, but $14.86. That puts us at $54.75 that we've got saved up. And I know I said I was gonna save up for the truck, to get the large truck, but I think we're gonna go ahead and go for our tools first. Just seeing what tools that we can upgrade. We're only level 3 crowbar. I don't use that a whole lot. The chisel we use a lot. The screwdrivers we use a lot. Let's see. Let's check our orders now. See if there's any orders that we can take. Ooh, that'd have been a nice one. $1,000. That'd have been a nice one to do. $3,000. That'd have been a really nice one to be able to take. But those ones we can't fulfill, unfortunately. 264. 300. 528. There's a lot of really good paying ones. 264. We can take this one. Take the medium range truck. I need premium fridge, small window, and an office chair, or a rare office chair. That was simple enough. That's an easy 264. Alright, take that. Complete. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else. I think we were... Yeah, nothing that I want to try to... if I had only if I had a common door. I could take another, 400 and... What was that? $450? I could take another $450. That'd be nice. Now, let's go to the garage. Let's build a garage upgrade. Let's see. How much are these vehicles? That's what we currently own. I have no need for it. Large truck is $15,000. And we're going to have to wait on that, of course. Alright, let's get some tools upgraded. Yeah, I can buy both of these. I can buy both the screwdrivers.
That's
so
what I call an investment.
Upgrade to level 4 screwdrivers.
That's an upgrade.
Can I do the chisel? I don't think I can do the chisel, can I? I cannot. I'm $40 shy of upgrading my chisel, of course. But we'll get it tomorrow once our contract ends, or once we get paid for this order. We'll be able to do it tomorrow. So I think that is where we're going to end this today. We got 3 contracts done, a dozen orders. We got some tools upgraded. We bought warehouse, warehouse upgrade, I guess you can call it. We bought a garage upgrade so we can get a second vehicle in here. So I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and if you could do me a huge favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and y'all have a super fantastic day and week, and I will see you next week on the next episode. See ya.